All right. Let's see how we're doing here. Where are you guys? Over here. Okay, so I can take that off. All right. I think that gets us going here. All right. Truez, man, you're an early. You're always early here today, so I appreciate that. Enthusiastically looking to learn, right, or exchange ideas, or pick up some new TA that he might implement into the arsenal. I appreciate you being here, Truez. I think I'm pronouncing that right or correctly. Interesting lineup today, right? Kind of a mix of, I guess, mostly crypto. Oh, we got some. It's interesting, right? Interesting mix from you guys. We'll get started here momentarily. I always give people a couple minutes to get in that want to join us. All right, I'm going to put the chat over here so I can see you guys. Feels like there might be a trend developing today. He said sarcastically. Who's that? Kevin. All right. Okay, we get you guys in here. Oh shit, it's already 32. Well, we're going to get another minute or two. Doge, I got Tesla, ONDO, Link, Cardano. A good mix today. Bonds. I got Grant F teeing us up here, right, to get us started. I'll give it one more minute. Let people join in here. Who's that? That's Hasta La Vista Barbie. That's a good one. I was amused by the handles people choose. Let's give it another half second here. One thing you guys do is many of you guys are posting while I'm doing this here, so we'll see what comes up at the end. Last one I have is Grant F. We'll see if that stays that way. And the first one I have up is Grant F. Any of you long in the market should be having a good day. I'm having it's been a pretty good year, actually. Hard to complain as we sit here at all-time highs. I mean, how do you? Well, certainly we need to fuck this. Well, I'm sorry. Almost went political. I'm not going to do that. Where are we? 33? Oh, give it another sec. We'll get Grant F up here. What are we at? No, we'll go at the top of the minute. What else we got in here? Kevin, Hasta La Vista Barbie, Alvarez. Well, that's who's posted. Assume the mic volume is okay, guys. Where are we at? All right, 34. Okay, let's get the disclaimer off of here and make sure we're good to go. All right, so that looks like that's good here. We're recording. All right, so let's see. It's always weird. You guys have a 30-second lag to me. I'll wait till that disclaimer comes off yours. Hello from Greece. Hey, cool. Isn't that cool, right? We can chat with people from all over the world. I always find that kind of interesting. All right, get your damn. I know you're. Boy, that's a pretty long delay. The disclaimer's been off for at least 30 seconds. Come on. I did take it off, didn't I? Yeah, it's off. God, that's a long delay. I'm looking at what you guys are looking at over here. You're still on the damn. Holy smokes. God, that's a long lag. Fuck, took it off. Hurry up. Well, I can't really get started until that comes off of there. What the fuck? There we go. Okay. God, that's like a 60-second delay we're on. It's kind of weird. All right, let's get rolling here. Now, I'm trying today, per strong suggestion from my team here, no more than 15 minutes per chart. Apparently, I have a tendency to ramble on these, so I'm using timers now. Okay, this first up here, this is Grant F, right? You guys should recognize his signature setups here. One of the things we talk about here on a regular basis is maintaining consistency with your approach and don't bounce around. You know, try a little of this, a little of that, right? That's some recipe for very inconsistent results. Grant is so consistent. That's his strength. That's his superpower. Every setup he posts here for us, right? For us, for me, for you, and I include me because this is the last time he posted this. I took this trade. I'm still in it. So we see there's nothing. It's not that it's overly fancy, right? He's got an Elliott count. Now, what he does that's unique to him is he looks for ways to bring harmonics into it, right? Which is just a relationship of fib relationship that creates these patterns. Can be very effective. And it's just one more confluence point. That's really, what does he got? 786 here. So that's really all he's doing here. If you look here and look at this, let's go to 707, that'll cover it here. So we can see we're coming right down to here's 707, 786, right? So you're right in that window. And then as we head all the way back up here, we don't quite get a new high, but we go up in 5, right? So you start to put some pieces together here. And that's what he's doing. Look at all the confluence points here. So let's start on the chart. So I've got, do we get an impulse there? I think we do, actually. Yes, we do. All right, so we get an impulse up into the 1. Now I get an A, B, C. What's unique here is that we can find a Gartley mixed into that. So the idea being, if that's a 2, 5 followed by 3. Just happens to have a little kicker here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know, as you hear me say often, right, sarcastically, right? Well, that shit just doesn't work anymore, right? 5 followed by 3. Now, the piece that the only thing he hasn't added in here is that, as we see here, as we tag the golden zone again, I feel like I'm obnoxious. I point it out so often, right? Is that there's always an algo on the other side, right? So what anyone looking to trade this has to recognize is that we have the same thing happening on this side. Right now, it's denied getting to, well, we got to look at it here. So its target is a tick beyond the 65. So if this is going to roll over, okay, you might understand why. And you can see he's giving it a little cushion. And it may very well be that he drew that because he knows what he's doing. He knows there's another algo on the other side. Now, you've got, well, it's almost 2 against 1 here. You've got this guy trying to get to that target. And then you have 2 algos here. You have the algo of tapping the median line. Then you have the tap of the golden zone. So you're right now, if you're looking to take a trade, what am I in from? I bought 500 shares. I think we were down here. I'm long from 138, right? So it's just somewhere right in here when we were in this initial impulse. Well, I can't remember his last setup here, but it was equally as good, right? So as I tell you guys, often I take trades that I see in here. Often, I can't track everything. Great setup like this. Why would you not take that trade? What, the risk reward's not good enough? It's not good enough for you? It's 35 to 1. Assuming we get, this is not assuming something totally radical happens. That's assuming that we go to the highest probability location for a wave 3. That's how radical that is. That's where they usually go. First target, second target. So you got a full trading plan here. Divergence below, right? Let's go down to the indicators, right? I go here last, right? Because I want all of this to be my first intellectual analysis here, and then I come here for confirmation. Okay, what do I see here? Do I see some divergence? Yes. I know an algo is firing here. Now there's going to be algo resistance up above, right? We know that. Again, why would you not take that trade? It's only one reason. You're either out of dry powder, or you have something you like better, or you're crypto only, or FX only, or futures, or whatever it may be, or you're not set up to take a trade like this. Well, it's a shame. Shit, I may add another 500 shares to that. What, just a textbook? Great. Like, how do you what? This is just a perfect setup. Literally perfect. And in addition to, and this is a 60-minute, we're getting a little kick and then a little retrace, right? So you don't have to be here picking the turn. Let's see if I can go down a little bit. See, maybe even do a 5. Do we have a little 5 creeping in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I rarely would I do this, but right to the golden zone. Here. Can't take that trade? Seriously? It's trading at $1.50. It's too much for me. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying, when you see things like this, don't sit on it. Act. Have a stop on it, but that's actionable right now, right there. Period. Right? There's no reason not to take it. Nothing here. It doesn't look like it's specific to, geez, I don't even know how to say it. Ocugen. I don't even know what they do. I don't care what they do. Really, to be perfect, I'm just in this for the trade. I'm not trying to position this for the next 15 years. I don't really care what they do. Yeah. I'll be perfectly honest. Okay. Nice Grant F, right? Just there you go. Small, medium, and large winners all teed up. Very low risk. Again, why would you not take that? Okay. Thanks, Grant F. Always appreciate your good work. All right. Next up, I've got Mo. Mo is very fired up about Swarm, which is the handle. He's mentioned it here a couple times. So this is a BZZ on OKX. All right. So he's giving me, well, here, let me show you his work, right? So we can look at it. Is it right here? No, that's all right. This is his right here. So he's just giving me an image here. He may be traveling or something. He wasn't able to get this set up just right. So I got a 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like I got a leading diag here, which 5, 3, 1, right? 3 bigger than 1, 5 bigger than 3. We get the overlap on the 1. It's not the cleanest, threes, but given the overlap, I think that's a reasonable deduction to make here. 3, 3. Looks like we're going to have to do that through a 5. I don't know that it matters here. You could interpret this as a WXY. Either way, it's a series of 3s that gives us a pivot here, a couple of ticks in front of the golden zone. It's kind of an interesting front run, which you see, which is not uncommon. Boom, 80% realized, right? So even though you got maybe a little bit of a, pops good. And interestingly, what do? We go right to it. Right, just wick enough to get it there so that algo gets paid. Now, I brought it up over here to kind of take a look at it. Now, so here's his leading diag. That's what I'm saying. Is this? That's a true double. Again, I don't know that it matters, right? So here, this is the big pump, but you'd have to put this in some context. Say, okay, where am I likely? If this is 1, 2, and when they're getting started like this, I put it here. Now, things we want to be mindful of, right? We always remember, as you've heard me say this virtually every time I'm on a video, right? These are things we want to watch out for, right? So we don't, every pivot in every market there's always liquidity there, right? We know this. We don't have to wonder about it. Geez, I wonder if there'll be any liquidity there. I wonder if there'll be any liquidity here. I wonder if there'll be any liquidity here, right? We don't have to wonder about it. We know it's there. Just like it's here, right? It'll be here, right? Every pivot, there's always liquidity there. So it's a target. I would caution you from using it for anything other than identifying the liquidity. So if you're down here, that's a reasonable first target. Well, either of these. Essentially, you do it this way. right? Anything up here, you know, there's the shorts are, that's, you know, is that hard to deduce where their stops are likely going to be? If you were short here, where would you put your stop? It's not that that's, oh, well, I don't want to put it where everybody else puts it. Well, you know, you might give it a little cushion, but it's how much are you going to let that go, right? If you're short here and you're in this position, it's coming back at you. How much room are you going to give that? Are you going to do something like that? Are you going to give it that much room? Well, that's kind of silly, right? I mean, the point is, okay, the point of the stop is that moment where you recognize that your analysis has now changed or is incorrect. So excuse me. So you don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. It's not like, oh, I got to give it plenty of room. No, right? If you're short, you're wrong now. Wrong. No, you're wrong. Now, when I say that, that doesn't mean that this couldn't come all the way back down. But the initial analysis here, I mean, if anything, right, this would have been your target here. Well, here, look. I mean, it's staring us right in the face. Let's get back to our... Okay, now, not every pull, not every retrace is coming from a golden zone. We know this is the window where the algo gets active, right? Between the 50 and the 65. That's where they're active. Here's the target. There's the reaction at the target. Right? Now, what we learned from David Halsey, who pioneered this, right? What he did is he identified it. We can look at this, and the question is, well, what are the algos doing, right? What is it they're doing? Well, they trade until they fail. So here we go from a 50 to a perfect golden zone. Doesn't make target. What does it run into? It runs into the other algo, right? Remember, it's so easy to forget this. Always an algo on the other side. Always, 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 forever, forever, always, never will there not be resistance from another algo on the other side, period. It will always be there. So when we're breaking here, okay, this guy breaks, then, I mean, this is pretty harsh break. So what if you're looking at that going, okay, well, what's next? Is that difficult? No, I don't think so. Now, we can look here and say, oh, well, it's in the pocket between the 50 and the golden zone. Shouldn't I buy it? Well, okay, it's not quite that, black and white, 1-0 on off. It's not quite that black and white. We'd look for a little bit more context here. Now, if this is the 2 and we're going ballistic here into a 1, okay, well, let's maybe go down to a 2 and see, okay, what kind of subdivision do we have? Because what matters now, once we've identified where an algo might be participating, right? And the algo's, this is us trying to use what we know about how the markets move, how they generally move. There is no absolute in the market, right? I mean, this is, okay, generally, what can I see here? Do I have some context that will assist me in terms of analysis here and understanding the risk parameters here? Okay, is this a completed impulse? Well, let's try 1. See what we can get here. Just right off the bat, my first just intuitive feel of this is it's awfully abrupt, right? Are we going to do a 1, 2, 3? It's not that it doesn't happen. That would be mighty abrupt. So if you're looking at this certainly would look like your 3, 4 into the 5. So now we're working backwards. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3. Can I get do I have a little 1, 2 here? Well, it's not great. I have to go to the 30 to see if we can break that out. It's not. You don't really have a great. You just got this chop wash here. Let's go back to a 60. Well, now, okay. What's the count here? What's the count here? There isn't one. Right now, and this, this is, I don't know how much history we have here, and it's the volume is probably, oh shit, do I have volume here? It's probably not great. It's mighty choppy, wiki. That's okay if you're going to trade, kind of a newly emerging alt like this. That's not surprising that we're seeing that on a 60-minute. So, okay, you're going to try and trade that? Now, if you want to be in here, my suggestion is you don't want to get caught in this. That's noise. It literally is noise. Now, it's noise that's making progression lower, lower high, lower lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower. Right? It's tight, 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 and then we get the explosion. So you're getting a couple of things here. One, the universal law. This has nothing to do with the markets. From contraction comes expansion. Period. That's a universe law of our universe. Period. Right? You can take it to the Big Bang, right? From compression comes expansion. Okay, so we got buzz here now expanding. Well, what do we want to do now? Do we want to be trying to trade here in that volatility? It's not necessarily. Yes, okay, that's great, right? And if you caught some of this early, or we're kind of biting in here. Shit, is there my 15 minutes? Son of a bitch, I'm already at 15 minutes. Oh, but that's my second one. Now, if you're buying in here because, well, we're in the pocket, that's where they're active, and you happen to get a little nibble here and you got the big kick, okay, right? Well, shit, oh, do I want to get out now? Isn't that what you're thinking, right? If you're long here, oh, shit, man, what I got 3, 4, 5, 6 to 1, something like that. Do I want to be out here? That's a bit of a judgment call. That's kind of a gift here. That's, it's likely in sympathy to the CPI. So risk assets, risk on. Here we go. Boom. Up we go. Okay. I would be, let's see. Let's look for imbalances. Likely to be some there. All right. I got imbalances all the way down here. So we coming all the way down here. God, I hate to do this, but this might be all you're left with. Oh, I hate that. Okay, if indeed we're going to allow for the, oh, Jesus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's barely there. 3, 4, good. I might do this as well, just to check it. How do we look here? If that's going to be a 2, and that's a 3. It's not, it's not out of the ballpark of where that you typically will look for that reaction relative to the first launch here. If I get that right on there, 38, about as common as it can be. This is the question mark, right? Can we really, are we fudging there? Maybe, but that's a vertical move. Here's what it's not. It's not corrective. It's impulsive. All right, A, B, something. Fuck. Let's see here. Get that right on there. Okay, let's pull this off. Is the algo in there? Is that difficult? I mean, I know I'm being kind of silly and facetious here, but you tell me. You think that's random? Come on now. Come on. We know that's not random. Right? There are no random pivots in the market, period. Right? There's always a reason. Is that enough reason? Well, okay, let's think about where we would be in the sequence. Okay, is this, oh, Jesus. Again, you've got so much slop here. You almost have to go here. I'd probably look at it this way. Here's the push, here's the retrace, here's the second push, right? So that's what we've got. It mixed into all the chop because it's not a terribly liquid asset. Okay. How do we look here? Well, again, we just looked at this, right? We're back in the pocket, and we understand why it's pivoting there. Looks like there's a baby, little tiny one right here. Little one right there. There is, actually. I'm not sure why the algo is not picking up. I may have that set that it needs to be bigger, but there's a little imbalance right there. Oh. Coincidental? Coincidental? Now, is it ripe for a trade? Well, just because we tagged that, remember, hitting an algo target is not a buy signal in the opposite direction. It's not a signal. It's just recognition. We can recognize what the algo did. So I think it's a little premature for that. And partly because the launch here is a little iffy, but for me personally, I'd say, okay, well, I'm interested. This will get my watch list, but I'm going to want to see a little bit of a. Well, first, like, how do we confirm that the low's in? We're going to have to at least. I'd want to sweep this. First, right, just to get a little bit there. But this, let's see, where's our. This is the inducement up here. We'd have to break, right? That confirms the low. This would be just, okay, right, where it's because otherwise, do you see what I'm saying? Maybe you don't see, right? So this creates the break here, right? So this is the low here. This is, there is no retrace here. This is an inside candle here. It's inside, right? This pivot here. So we don't know that that's low because we could just do this and do this and do this, right? Until you break the pivot that created the break, it's all just one move. So we don't know. We can't say with certainty. There has to be some objective measure of, okay, is that the low? Well, how do we confirm it, right? It's going to have to break, well, in this case, have to break this side to really confirm it. Careful of that, right? It's so tempting to think, oh, but you hit the algo target. We're in the pocket. We've just mitigated that little baby fair value gap here. Time to go. It's easy, right? I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying there's no reason to. You're trying to pick the turn. You don't ever under any circumstances need to pick the turn. Now, some people, right? Shit, for 10 years I was a trader. I was always trying to pick the turn. I was so arrogant. I thought I could do it. I'd like to have those 10 years back, right? And be a little bit more mature in my trading. There's no need to do this. Here's what I want to see. A 5 and then a 3. Okay, now I understand where I am. I can see what's coming next. Likely, you never know. What I could be there with a little bit more conviction here. Oh, okay, maybe. This is the trade you want. And I know. Well, what if it does this? I missed all that. Oh, yeah, you did. Put your big boy pants on, right? You're going to miss a few. Oh, Jesus, that's a good free draw right there. What's more important, right? That you catch every pump, or that you survive long-term by being disciplined in your trading? The younger you are, this is, maybe it's not years, longer you're in the market, the less time you're in the market, the more you're tempted to do that. The longer you're in the market, the more you recognize this is the way to survive long-term. Let the market reveal its intention. If this is 1, 2, that's not going to, not likely to be 3, right? If you get a big pump here, what's that likely to be? It's with as much conviction as we can muster. Well, that's likely to be the 1 of 3. Where's 3 likely to go? Right? If we're going to get a good 3, I'm looking for it up here at $2. Where are we now? 50 cents. This is less time in the market. That's what you want. More time in the market. You've been seasoned. You've taken some big losses. You've made a bunch of mistakes. You've had your ass. It's not me teaching you this. It wasn't someone taught me that. The market taught me that. And it will teach it to you. I'm just trying to save the amount of time it's going to take you to learn it. Right? I was, it's my personality, right? I was like, oh, fuck you. I'm going to learn it. I'll figure it out myself, right? So all the losses I took along the way, I promise you, I'm only trying to save you the length of time it'll take before you get here. Eventually, if you stay in the game, you'll get here. But many of you are going to have to do it the hard way, just like I did. All right, you choose. Easy way, Smart way, hard way, up to you. Okay, let me move on there from Mo, giving us that nice setup there for Swarm Tether. Jesus, I can't even remember. I remember reading what they're just so many out. There's so many alts. I remember reading and thinking that they're going to be a player, but now I can't remember what it was. To be honest, but if I were going to take one, if I was going to put this on my watch list, I'd want to, get reminded of what it is that they're doing. I just can't remember. Right? So many. Okay, thanks for that, Mo. I got Sienna Plays is looking for. Oh, that's interesting. Doge and Tesla. So he's an Elon Musk fan. I'm much less so lately, personally. But that's been neither here nor there. Okay, let's. So we got that to go. That from Grant F. Right. I'm saving that for me, right? Because I'm in this, right? I like his TA. Okay, let's see what I got here. So I got. We're gonna do Doge. Doge. Oh shit. Let's do. I don't. Well, I will stay in spot. That's what I typically do. Why am I getting? I don't want. Oh, whoops. Doge USDT. Oh. Got a Coinbase here for our U.S. residents, since the majority of my subs are U.S. residents. It's a pain in the ass. We can't. So annoying. We can't trade those exchanges, but we can't, right? It's just the rules. That's how it breaks down. All right, what are we doing here? I don't know what the hell I've got up here. Something from you guys. Yeah, this is where, okay, you to some degree, right? We're looking for Elliott patterns here. This is an imperfect Elliott chart. Period. You're not going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's imperfect, right? The Elliott is not perfect. So don't come into it, right, as a student of Elliott Wave expecting it to be perfect always. It's not. Example. Oh shit! Here. What's the count here? Could you label it? Yeah. Are you going to have any conviction in it? No. How about here? Label it? Okay, but where's the context? What's this? Is this 1, 2? Is this 1, 2, 1, 2? It's imperfect, but that's okay because we don't need it to be perfect. What we need is to recognize it when it's there, because out of this backwash here, one of my wizards probably get a count on that, but for practical purposes here, do I really fucking care, right? I don't really care. Here's what I can see. Okay, down here, this was the base of this. Okay, can we go lower? Can we go lower? Can we go lower? No, we're not going any lower. Oh, all of a sudden, now, okay, does it, when it moves, does it start to show the swing structure of an Elliott pattern? Or, if you want to just keep it, SMC is so popular, right? You almost can't do one without the other. Okay, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Wait a second, change of character, right? So they play well together, right? Which is the whole brown belt course I just did. Okay, let's see if we can get this to fly here. Well, that's a little imperfection right there. What are we gonna do with that? I'd probably take that pivot. Okay, so this is kind of what all of us go through, right? So I'm gonna put those somewhere. So am I putting it here or am I doing this? Well, I'm not sure. So, okay, they got to go somewhere. So let's just put them up here for a second. I mean, it's either here or here. What am I on, daily? Then we start to refine. Okay. It looks like this, right? It's imperfect. Does it matter? To some degree, you got to ask yourself, okay, does it matter how I'm labeling this? Or is the bigger swing structure here, is this what's important, right? Is that a little bit perhaps more important than, okay, what the, WX, you can get caught up in that to where it's paralysis of analysis. Okay, 1, 2, likely the 3. Okay, well, what kind of tools can we use to try and hone in? Is it here? Is it here? Well, let's do a little measuring. All right, well, if this is my low and I got a true double here, let's use, I think that's a tick higher. Okay. What's the highest probability location? I mean, what else do you have to work with, right? Are you just going to be random with it? Or why would you not use something like this? Well, where's the highest probability location for a wave 3? Again, you don't have to be random here. Where do they usually go? Well, this is, I don't know if this is helping all that much here because I like, whoa, this is a tick in front of and this is in the pocket. Well, I got to get, if I'm going to get a completed 3, there's got to be an impulse in it. So if this is the 5 of 3, do I need to work myself backwards here? It kind of looks like maybe I do. Oh, that's just fucked. Well, you might be able to use that. Now, this, Elliotticians are probably likely to disagree here. I don't know that it matters. Ugh, fuck me. Let's do it this way. Again, I don't know that this really matters all that much. Is it A, B? Fuck. W, X, Y. It actually looks like you could do it. Here's 3, A, B, C, W, X, A, B, C, D, E, Y. Maybe we can get away with that, right? So 1, 2, oh, let's change this color. Again, here, this is how I end up spending too much time on one asset. Okay, 3, 4, 5. Okay, does that fly? Well, okay, let's check it. If that's the 3, what do we do for the 4? Oh, 50. Well, that's a pretty aggressive 4, right? We go down, up, down, and we don't wick the low. That's interesting, right? Because you'd think that would be an easy target here, but they don't get them there. Where do they get those guys, right? Because if you're here, where's your stop going to be? Right there. Right, you think maybe some people got wicked there? So you look here and you go, why is it stop there? Why there? If we're complete here, that's a completed 3rd. Why there? Interesting, right? Is it just the sweep of the last people? So the guy who's sitting here, I shouldn't say it this way, but the guy who's sitting here who's like, oh my God, I can't believe they didn't get me there. Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay, well, I can stay long. Boom. Sorry about it. Coming off of that, okay. Just reminder. Always an algo on the other side, right? So we have to do this, right? You have to do that because you have to know where they are. Where's Al? Where is he? He's in there. Where is he? Is that him? Well, if it's a close below, no, interesting, right? We don't get a close below. We just get wicks, right? Wicks, right? That's a credit ICT here. Wicks do the damage. Bodies tell the story. That's a great quote, right? It's very true. Who would you give the advantage to right here? That sure looks like a 3, doesn't it? That looks like a 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit. 1, 2, 3. That may have another leg to go in it. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? It doesn't wait. You'd look at that and you go, wait a second. How do I A wave? Wouldn't that be your first thought? Let's clean some of this up here. We've established that. Here, Jesus, I'm already running too long here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wouldn't your first thought here, if you've got your Elliott hat on, be thinking A? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B. Well, we don't want this going too far, right? Because we don't want that. We don't want the 4 going. Well, number 1, we don't want it overlapping that 1, and we don't really want them going beyond the 50, right? They weaken the pattern gets weakened. It's less likely to put it in a kicker 5. Not that it couldn't or that it won't. It's just less likely. Let's put that in the corrective color I typically use. Okay, AB. That's, when in doubt, why force something here? Now you could say, you could talk yourself into a trade there. You could say, well, shit, here, I'll just take it right here. I got new highs as a target. What's use that? Why not? You got a little fair value gap here that's now been mitigated here. So there's no, the algo does not need to come back down here. You got an empty one down here, or unmitigated. So, but there's no, is this the 4, right? So we're going to truncate here. Seems less likely. More typical, we'd come down here. 5, 3, 5. All right, but everybody's it's a bullish day, right? So we got to buy. Do we? I like it a little better down here, right? So this would be one tick beyond that, right? We kill the impulse, right? So you get a very clear, can't go a tick beyond that. Can't go a tick beyond that. Now, can I get it here? No, I don't know. Of all the potential scenarios here, 5, 3, 5, and truncate the C. Okay, maybe we can't have a triangle, right? So then you might think, oh, it's triangle. No, it's got to be a series of 3s. That's a 5 all day, and it's an impulse, right? It's a shit that doesn't happen randomly, right? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? It's an impulse. 1, 2, 3, right? It's not an impulse. See, that's the value that Elliott brings, right? I think many students, when they're first studying it, they don't completely connect it. They don't quite appreciate it. Let me say it that way. If not this, then that. And if not that, then this. That's that you can say that with Elliott Wave, right? It's the only thing that gives you that capability. Could it be that? Yeah, it could be that. Would that be typical? No, that'd be atypical. Why would you want to trade something atypical? Oh, because it's a bullish day, right? The market's up today. Really? That's how you want to approach it? Just with the whims of the market's enthusiasm on the day, right? We got a good CPA report. Oh, fuck, they're cutting. We better buy everything. Risk on. You know, risk on lasts for a short period of time. Love it right here. Oh, let's see, it's just, pardon me, right here, right? So I don't need to be one tick, right? That's all I need here is one tick. Then, right, as we were talking about before, where do you put your stop? Right? Ideally, you're putting your stop where your technical analysis is invalidated. One tick beyond that, I'm invalidated. So I can do that. I mean, I could do this. See, you'll be like, oh, but it's too close, man. You have to give it more room. No, I don't. I do not need to give that more than one tick. Nice. Doge. Okay, let's go to Tesla, who, you know, if you live in, I live in Austin, where Tesla is literally every third car is a Tesla. It's unbelievable how many there are here. But let's just take a look at it. Of course, he'd like to be paid his $56 billion. I mean, it seems a reasonable request, he said facetiously. We'll see how that plays out. Okay, there's Tesla. Well, just looking at the daily, okay, right, I can see, just looking at it, just eyeballing it here, I can see, right, well, we've broken here. Now, you might look at that and say, well, what about log scale, right? Do we need to be in log scale? Well, if we're measuring here from $12 to 400, yeah, we need to be in log scale, right? Now, but if we come down here and we focus here, and I'm not at 3 times the range or 4 times the range, well, I'd still be in 4 times the range here. So look here. Here's the algo that didn't make its target, right? Here, perfect golden zone, right? There's the target, doesn't make it. What does it run into? Right? Imbalance there. So this algo now gets, what a great example here. So despite the fact that it's long here and it's in huge profit, they don't get out here, right? They don't get out until they get here. So this just there's a perfect example of an algo not making its target getting stopped out. They don't reverse here. Right? But trust me, they don't care. Right? The next thing they're going to do is go, oh, okay, we missed that one. We'll get the next one. And they'll get that one. That's how it rolls. You don't have to take my word for it. Just throw this up on some charts. See what you find. Don't take my word for it ever on any of this. Right? You got to challenge yourself. Say, oh, I heard that fucker say that. Well, I'm going to prove it. Prove it. I can kind of point you and get you started, but ultimately it's up to you to kind of do that last bit of work and say, okay, do I believe this, right? Do I see that in the market often enough? I mean, if you've watched more than 5 videos of mine over the last 5 years, it's got to be registering somewhere. Well, maybe I better pay attention to that. Do we have an Elliott count here? Well, do we? Well, that might be an example here of Elliott being a bit imperfect here. What do I have here? Is there any question about what that is, right? Whether that's a 3 or a 5? Not much question, right? Particularly now that we've broken this. So that's a 3, period. Right? There's no argument there. It's a 3. Well, if it's a 3, it's corrective. Right? We don't have to analyze it. Corrective wave. What's this? Well, what do we got there? Well, let's go look at it. What do we have there? Shit, I haven't looked at it. That looks like 3, 3, 3. Well, it's just nothing but 3s. So one thought is you go, oh, all right, well, I got, oh shit, earnings are coming, right? July. This is just the Fed news. Do I want to think, do I want to approach this as, okay, well, earnings are coming, right? Do I want to do 1, 2, 3? Biggest loss I took this year, all year long, was off a miss on earnings. I think it was one of these where they missed bad. I think it was this one. But I digress, right? And when I did, not relevant here. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't like it. 1, 2, 1, 2. A, B, C, W, X, Y, maybe, right? So then you just, it's, okay, well, what are my options here? W, X, Y, maybe. Why not? Right? Then it's pick it apart. What's wrong with it? Where is that flawed? A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a little skinny. What else would you do with it? W, A, B, C, X, A, B, C. Is that what we got here? Well, let's for the bull here. We don't have an algo here. Right? So we've seen that that's broken here, but we can pick one up right here. So is this 1, 2? Does that look like a 2? Right? What's something we can't have in a 2 is a triangle. A, B, C. It's not. It's, as far as I'm concerned, it's just not good enough. It's just not. Why? What's the range here? Look at the pivots. Right. So here's the last pivot right here. Here's. I'll just use the low. God damn it! Come here. God, trading frustrates me sometimes. Okay, that I got a range there. What is your edge here? If you're looking at taking that trade, well, we could do it. We could do it this way as well, right? The bigger range. Oh shit! I'll go ahead and use this, right? What could we do there? How about if I do this? Just do the whole thing. I'm sitting at the POC. What is your edge here? You don't have one, right? It's a loaded question. You don't have one. Why are you forcing a trade here? So I'm not saying that to be confrontational. I'm just saying objectively, what's your edge? You know, you don't have one. You're at, you know, it's the technician. The first assumption the technician always makes is that all the known fundamentals that can be known at this moment in time are reflected in that price. We're at the most agreed to price between these 2 points. That's where everybody agrees value is. That's where it should be priced. That's where the market agrees it should be priced. What's your edge? You don't have one. All right, so my suggestion would be no trade until you see an edge. You can analyze away. You can look lower low, lower high, lower low. You have no edge, right? There's no trade there. Okay, sorry, Santa plays, but there's just not, right? If there was one, I'd be the first in line to tell you. Okay, Dr. Alban, looking at Cardano. Excuse me. Allergies just kill me every day. All right, let's see, ADA. Oh, where are we going here? Is this, that's the one I want to keep, so I can put it, let's put it here. Come on. What do we got here for Cardano with Dr. Alban? We can always spot Dr. Alban because he likes to put his indicators up top. It doesn't make any difference, just personal preference. Oh, but this, he does like these, right? Which I have to take off because I can't handle those. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why not? There is no reason why not. There is no why not. It's a perfect, it's an impulse. Why would you bicker about it, right? It's impulse. Okay, all right. If we've got an impulse and this is the start of it, and we're looking for a wave 2. It's getting a little skinny down there. Wicks only, right? We can all see that. They can't seem to get a, here's right on it, but they can't seem to get a close. That's a wick. Again, they can't seem to get a close below, right? And now you get that reaction. It doesn't quite fit with his analysis there if this is a 4. And it looks like he's given us a couple of choices here. WXY. It's good work here, Dr. Alban. I'm going to do this just for because of my old brain. Okay, right? So yeah, you are stuck with that, right? It's kind of annoying, right? Because we could come here and say, are we really? Is that the A, right? And I guess you're kind of stuck with it, right? Wicks do the damage, right? Bodies tell the story. 1, 2, okay, 3. God, triangle was almost there. Can't say I like this. What's an alternate here? Well, that's a daily. Let's go to a 4, see if we can dig something out of there. This doesn't have the right feel to me that we're doing an impulse here. I'm going to put that off for a second. Okay, right. So when it's like this, what do we have to work with? We have some pivots. We have some pivots. Okay, so are we in a series? So first thing we want to say, okay, where's the algo? What's it doing? Hang on. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. I just had to get some fluids there. They're going to choke. Okay. 1, 2, algo. We know they used it. Algo. We know they used it. Algo. Do you see? So when I say things like, they don't care. This why. Right, you're just going to get a series here. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Target, where's the, look where the target is. Golden zone. So all of this, it has all the feel of a 4, right? We're not progressing the trend, right? We're going and we're impulsive. Oh, all of a sudden, well, we've kind of stalled here. Where are we stalling? At a 50. But that doesn't look like an impulse, right? It doesn't have the right look. So, is there a trade there? Well, I would suggest not, right? I mean, why would you take that? Let's go in there. That's a 4 hour. Let's clean some of this up. Just making the point. So not when I do that, I don't want you thinking, well, fuck, man, that's all hindsight. Well, what about right now? The point of doing that is so that you go, okay, well, what's the next time we do this and come back here, I want you to pay attention there, right? That's the only reason I do it. It's not to show you all the hindsight. It's to show you that the next time you see it, don't let it come and go. That's the point of it. Here, think of what Grant F gave us, right? He gave us 3 targets. 1, 2. Shit, I still have it. Fuck. Right here, right? 1, 2, 3 targets, right? This is what he's doing. Boom, boom, boom. Right? 3 targets. First, second, third. That's what the algo is using. What are you going to do? Make your own up? Maybe. I'm not saying don't. Okay, well, how about here? That looks like it's too far. Or it looks like they've already broken, right? So, well, actually, if you do it here, maybe. That might be too far. If that's wick. All right, did they use it there? Nope, it's a wick only. Son of a bitch. All right, so target. Okay. But this, we can't, that's not a clean finish, right? It would have to be, it's just not a clean finish, period, right? We're kind of fucked there. So let's get in there. Let's go to a 1. Is that an algo play? Looks like it might be a little skinny. As far as I'm concerned, okay, well, this would have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So maybe you could dig something out of there. Maybe 3, 4, 5, something like, minuscule in green here. Maybe we can dig that out of there. But then this would have to be A, B, C, right? So the idea that we went, oh fuck, how are we going to do this? Oh, it would have to be W, X, Y, A. Oh, fuck, you can't even do that. W, X, A, B, C. You'd have to do it this way, which, this is a wag, right? You're kind of guessing. Is that how we're going to finish that? Again, I'm not going to spend an hour here, but my point being, okay, all right, maybe. At least I've got a 5 here that could finish. Right now, again, I'm not going to spend 2 hours working through this because it's an imperfect Elliott environment. We can label it, but before we have any conviction, I'm going to need to see a pretty good looking impulse come out of there. I mean, I've got a shitload of this, right? But I'm not adding. I believe they're going to come out of this here, be successful. All right, so maybe I can come out of here with 1, 2. Maybe can I do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, get you a little brighter. All right, 1, 2. Okay, that certainly looks impulsive. Or is this just in sympathy with risk on today? Here's the best I could do over here. How I ended up with that green. 1, 2, 3. See, the question you have to ask yourself is that good enough to put money at risk? Do I love this so much that I'm willing to risk my capital? Because capital is oxygen. You're out of oxygen, you're dead. So do I love it that much that I'm willing to risk some of my precious oxygen? I can't answer that for you. You have to make that decision. I got a big fat fair value gap right here, right? So we can see the impulsive behavior here. Well, but what does that set up? The 4? Just 1, 2, 3, the 4 at that degree. We're going up for the 4 here. We're going to have to sweep this, right, to lock in the low. That's got to get swept right here. So we can say, okay, well, that's the pivot that led to this low. Well, we got to break that. We break that with the 3, come back for the 4 and the 5. Okay, well, so what kind of trader are you? Is this the kind of trade that you're looking for? Okay, I want the 3. I want the internal 4 to the 5 of the 3. That's what I'm after. I'm not saying don't do that. But that if you're looking at saying, okay, I'm trading this right now, that's what you're trading. Now, what's your assumption here? Where do they usually go? If that's the one, right? Oh shit, we're already to where they usually go. 261. Okay, well, now, do we know that's a 1-2? We don't, but we got to hypothesize that it's something. It's got a big imbalance in it. So what else would you think? It's not a B. I mean, it's the impulse, right? Here's the evidence. I have below. Oh, the RSI, right? Going from, what do we get down here? 18, 19. Okay. Look, see, again, we're back to where we were earlier. Why are you chasing here? Let's do it this way. Where's discount? Do I want to buy in retail? I want to pay as much for this as I possibly can. Well, you could buy it up here. Here's what the new trader thinks. Oh, I'm going to wait till it breaks out. No, do I even have to? Right, what? Right, that would be a change of character. This is the break of structure. But if we do that, right, a change of character is a break of structure. If I get, what am I anticipating? Retrace. So that's what retail does. They buy the breakout. Just like here, buy the breakout. Just like here, sell the breakout. It's again, with time in the markets, assuming you survive, you won't do that anymore. When you're still learning and you're arrogant, as I was, or I use myself as an example, you go, fuck you. I'll buy that if I want to. Again, I'm not saying don't buy it. I'm just saying if you report back your experience buying these. And I think eventually you'll come to the same conclusion I did. That's a foolish way to approach the market. Even just this, right? And this is from the SMC community, discount retail or discount premium. Where do I want to buy? Where are my odds better? Where's my risk lower? Where's my upside better? Do you want to buy that? What's going up, man? I want to buy it. No, that's not why you want to buy it. If it's going up, that means, okay, pay attention. But what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for the retrace of the move that's going up, because eventually the retrace will come, as it always does. Okay, thanks for that one, Dr. Alban. It's good work here, but I think that's okay. On my watch list. I don't know that I'd be watching on a 30-minute. I don't like to go below a 60 for any Elliott. Personally, that's just me, right? A lot of years of doing it. Okay. Here's a new one. Coin Laundry. I hope, well, I won't go there. But Coin Laundry. I hope that's a reflection of a prior condition for you when you were putting coins in the laundry machines. But here, Coin Laundry, here's ONDO. Let's go here. Hey, there's a time in my life where I was doing coin laundry. ONDO USDT. Shit, I remember it. I actually didn't hate it, right? I'd take a book. Oh shit, that's pre-internet. That's how old I am. That's pre-internet. You take a book with you, and shit, it wasn't that bad. Okay, let's go out to a daily. God, I'm talking about digressing. All right, well, okay. Did you want this on, how did I end up on Qcoin? Oh, fuck it, it's all right. I can't trade on Qcoin. Do I have ONDO? I guess I just use the top. ONDO, wait, no, that's the wrong one. Anything here for U.S. traders? I think you can get away with MEXC. No KYC. Bybit, you're fucked. Qcoin, you're fucked. BitGet, I used to love them. Can't trade there anymore. I can't even log in anymore. FEMEX, I think you can get away with that. No KYC there. Well, let's go to Qcoin. Okay, what's your first thought looking at that? Well, right off the bat, I see a couple things. Right? You do this long enough, I can't help but see 5s and 3s. I literally can't not see it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why not? I mean, you got to start somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's an impulse. Why not? And now, note, I'm out of log scale. Ooh, I need to be in log scale. Well, that fucks it. Always a trade-off, right? If you go to log scale, it distorts your analysis. Okay, A, B, C. Well, maybe. I don't know. Let's just measure it. I mean, is there? Would you start differently than that? I mean, I'm assuming, right? You have an interest in applying Elliott Wave, or you wouldn't be here watching my stuff. Not that Elliott is all we do. It's just, you know, why would you not use it? If you have just a basic inkling of how to apply it, it's only going to help you. WXY. Well, that's kind of a clusterfuck in there. Let's see what we get. This is kind of distorting it here, but that looks like it's a 3. So okay, well, all I'm doing here is going, okay, what can I see here? What can I work with here that's clear? Okay, well, that's a 3. It's not an impulse. So what do I do with that? Well, that looks like a triangle, really. So process of elimination. What would my choices be here? Right? Could that be a Y before it goes off? Yeah, it could be. WXY. Kind of looks like what we might have there. Right. Always, right? We're looking for Al. Where is he? Is he there? Not great. A little slop chop. Maybe, right? It's not conclusive. WXY. That's just first look at it. That's what I would think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, right, you got to put them somewhere. So immediately, as soon as you put it up there, right, your next thought is, okay, why not? What's wrong with it? Is there an error? Is there a miscalculation, misdiagnosis? 3 looks like you do it here, actually. WXY, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, again, about the same there. A, B, C into the 4. All right. Well, how is it technical? If that's the 2. Oops. We don't overlap the 1, right? I mean, it's playing good Elliott ball here. Why not this? Where are we? 1. Oh shit! Here, let's get the bigger count on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't see any of my guys telling me I can't do that. I'm pretty sure I can do that. Three. Is that the 3? Do we know? Oh, we don't know. More likely, as we sit here looking at it, given the depth of that correction, more likely that's the 1 of the 3, right? So 3, I mean, if you're going to place these somewhere, why would you not place it where they most commonly go? Wouldn't that be your first thought? Wouldn't it? Okay, if that's going to be the 3, let's label it up, right? I mean, labels change, but let's, for the time being, and we gotta call it something. 1, 2. Well, I mean, you don't have to. I was thinking in terms of trying to get a handle on where we are here. 1, 2. Now, do I know that 2 is in yet? Can't say with certainty, but I can do a pull here and say, oh, a little skinny there. And again, the market's not obligated to come down here, but could be. If it did, you wouldn't be like, oh my God, I was completely out of my mind. What was I thinking? We don't know. That looks complete. 1, 2. 1, skinny 2. Looks like it's beyond a 38, but in that ballpark. Just put a full measured move on there, a little bit beyond. It's in no way invalidating that as a potential 2. 1, 2, 1. As it sits right now, remember in Elliott, as we do this, is just a snapshot in time, right? This rolls over, 2 is going to come down here. But right now it sits there, okay, shallow 2, right? Strong market. Where's the target? There's the 3. Right, 4, 5. Maybe we get there that way. Okay, what are we going to do? We're going to, well, there's a couple things we could do here. Right now, we only have this. Oops. Ah, God damn it, come here. We only have that. And the expectation here is if that's the 2, we're looking for, well, it's, again, it's not optional what we're looking for here. This is mandatory, right? If this analysis is going to hold, right? Let's be sure you understand what I'm saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That must be what comes. There's no option other than that for this to play as an impulse, right? It has to be that. Now, it could start lower, but if it's going to go, it has to start with a 5. Right? You can't go, oh, it's an ABC. No, because we're looking for the impulse here. It has to be a 5. Is this a 1, 2? Well, it's a 4 hour. Let's go to the 1. Ooh, it's not a great looking start, is it? 1, 2. Oh, I can't say I love that. Can't be that. Right? It can't be 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So this is a little bit, again, we have a little bit of imperfection here. And again, you can't come at it expecting it to be perfect always. Oh, shit. Let's go to a 15. I hate to do that. Maybe we got a diag going under one. I'll have to start it with 1, 2, 1, 2. It's kind of leaves you going, I'm not so sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? It's iffy. What can we say with objectively? We can say I got a big imbalance here. That's a 5. That's going to be too deep for the algo. All right, so you would have lost the algo here, but if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So I've got a candidate there for a 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5. All right, so we got a little bit of a slop monster there to deal with. Now, it may or may not have any bearing on this. It might. Let's do it this way. Oh, fuck me. Come here. Okay, let's get back in there. Oh, Jesus, I can't say I don't like it, but let's put that at a degree higher. 1, A, B, C, maybe. If it's me, I'm gonna do this, right? I'm gonna go here and go. I'm gonna highlight that and say, okay, if this count starts to break down, maybe I have to revisit back down here. So I just leave them like that. Iffy, but that's clear. That's not 1, 2, 1, 2. Looks like you got the algo there, right? So I think I may have just done that. Right? Yeah. Sooner or later, right? He'll be there. First target blows all the way through, right? Fourth target, that's a big ripper, right? So 1, 2, we can comfortably say, oh, that sure looks like it's going for a 3, because this would be the internal 4 of the 3, right? They all, 15-minute to a 2-minute, right? So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 3. Again, these are not optional. That's what it has to do if this analysis is going to hold. Now, market doesn't have to do anything, right? It's us interpreting it. If it's going to hold as an impulse, right, it has to do that. It's not optional. So, okay, question mark 2, 1, 2, clear, 1, 2, clear, 3, clear, 4. Shit, I can tell I'm over 15 minutes. So this is a tough one. Tricky one, right? You've got all this. Again, I don't know what the volume's like here. This looks like something got wicked there. Maybe not. Too deep, right? That's just too much. So algo coming back the other direction has already been cleared. So if we look here and we take the swing high to the swing low, right, we're to and through, right? So we've broken the resistance. Meaning from here, now I'm down on a 15-minute. Where's the next resistance going to be? Let's go back out to a 60. That's broken. Meaning I have no algo resistance, right? We're in the clear. It's blue sky now. No algo there. That doesn't mean they won't show up again. Where are you going to find the algo again? Where will it fit in? Right? You should be able to kind of think that through. Well, I have a buy side algo that's underway here. The only way that if this goes up here and we start to come back down, here's where you're going to pick up the resistance. See if I can free draw that. All right, you get him right here. If that's the 3, maybe that's the 4, right? He will show up again, right? Not because somebody says, oh, it's time to implement the algo in ONDO, because it's already there. It's always there. It's already there. 1, 2, 3. There it'll be 4. But right now you're in the clear. No resistance, right? Now, does that mean you want to buy it? Okay, slow down, slow down. Where are we in the sequence here? If this is the high here, do we want to buy? No, right? You missed it, right? Where did you want to buy that? I know, hindsight, right here, or right here. I think we just drew that, right? We just looked at that, right? That's where you wanted it, right? The golden zone. Oh. How would I have known, man? How would I have known? Well, maybe you didn't know, but do you know now? Well, now I have more clarity. Here, it's okay. We'll take a little swing at it here. It's low risk, so you're not going to go balls deep there. You're going to put a little nibble at it. Now I got an impulse underway. Okay, now I'm paying attention. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5. You could trade the 4 to the 5, right? Now, if you're doing the 4 to the 5, though, right? If you're going to stay consistent with that idea of trying to buy in the retail, and in the premium and the discount, well, it's the structure of is this the 2 of the 3? You're looking for that, right? From within that, here would be the 50. You got to buy it. Oops, come here. You might look at it and say, well, wait a minute, I don't want to wait till it comes down that low, because that's going to weaken the 4. I want my 4 right here. Well, you're going to it's going to have to add a little bit more complexity here. So you're going to have to go 4 and then here and then maybe here. So you get a new range that you can trade within. Because if the 4 is at the 38 and you're pulling from the 2, you're going to be buying in the premium. So there needs to be another pivot here that you can work with to get you, you may not have it here. You might have to wait for the 5 to complete, so you get that certainty that comes from a completed impulse. What did I complete here? If that's the 38, and I don't have another pivot to work with here, if you want to be disciplined, you wait. If right now I'm not saying don't buy a 4 into a 5. It's just a higher risk trade because you're buying in the premium. Let's see if I've got any pivot there. I could use this pivot. That would at least get you in the discount here. So you see what I mean. A, B, C into the 4, right? Discount of this swing structure. 4 to the 5. Completes the 3. Where's the 4? And the whole process starts again. Okay, that's all I got on ONDO. I went out. Shit, I'm sure I went too long there. Okay, holy shit. Oh, my timer. I got to turn my timer back on. Okay, I'm turning my timer back on because I'm not good at timing myself. All right, 15-minute timer. As I go to, this is John Howard, or George, or GZ 1968. He has a lot of handles. Yes, leave. What do we got here, George? Link. Oh, link. Oh, shit. What are you giving me here? Okay. Link is tricky. Right? I've got mine over here somewhere. I've got a pretty good piece of this. Okay, look at 4 hour and 1 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Great example. How do we spot the 4, right? We don't progress the trend, and then we do for the 5. So a high probability that is correctly labeled as the 4. 1. All right, so we complete the impulse. All right, does it have the right look? Does it have the right look? Yes. Literally couldn't be much better. That's a perfect looking impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. W. Ooh, that's tricky. I might have put the X up here, but I don't know that it matters here. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Linear, golden zone. Oh, I like how he's doing that, right? Shit, how'd you do that? I like that. All right, so you've got this little, we call it an algo box there, right there. Oh, shit, I got to figure out how he did that. How did you do that? Oh, background, I got it. Okay, cool, I like it. Okay, so we're coming out of a golden zone. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so, okay, we're switching to algo, or pardon me, diag. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what we're looking for to come out of there, right? As a diag, right? It's a good looking diag. If that's what we get, because well, as he's noted here, so if I pull it from this to this, let's move it right here. Oh, where are you pulling from? Oh, must be linear. That's it. All right, you almost threw me, George. All right, so, oh my God, you're kidding me. Come on. Not another golden zone. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, you're kidding me. So it fell into another golden zone? What is going on? That's going on in every market at every time frame, every asset class, from the 5-second to the 5-month. Doesn't matter, right? Same thing over and over. Okay, golden, golden, golden. There are times where it's fucking obnoxious, right? It's like, oh, come on, god damn, man, I can't get anything to run because it keeps hitting golden zones. If you trade day trade in the stock indexes, it's nonstop. Golden, 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 golden. It's all you see all day long. It's it, right? I don't know if 5% of the trading volume in there is people. The rest of it is just algos, right? The rest of us in there trading, 1 through 5 lots here, trying to duck around the algos, right? That's all they do all day long. Last video I did last Friday, I think I showed, 200 golden zones. So what, right? So we've blown one here. So he wants me to go to the, what was it? Look at the 1 hour too. Okay, all right, so these guys get blown out. I should carefully what I say there. All right, so these guys are blown out. So that the algo here, what are you pulling from? He's got to be pulling from this. Oh, fuck me, come here. All right, so that's got to be what he's pulling from here. So here's the blowout. Okay, so are we in the clear? Well, every one of these pivots, right, they might use. The one you'd want to pay most attention to is dominant to dominant, right? Where's the swing structure, right? So we got that to get through. So it's not going anywhere higher until it clears this, and then it's got to clear this, right? So you see the resistance here. What about here? Right? It's likely to just do the same thing, right? Eventually, one side breaks, right? Always, right? Or we go sideways forever. Right? I've said that 10,000 times. Right, at least this guy is out. I don't know if I can get him out of there. Oh, he probably got him locked, right? So he's out. Context. Okay, do we have the right context for this to be moving higher? Could this be the 4? Well, Where do we look for a 4? Well, we look for it two ways. Start of the 1 through the pivot of the 3. Right, well, there it is, golden zone. 50, also very common for a diag, right? You can see the reaction at the 50, right? Guarantee you that's an algo. 50, well, you don't have to take my word for it. There, look, 50 in the golden zone. You get a reaction at both. Welcome to trading in 2024. Well, shit, it's been that way for a long time, but there we go. So what are you assuming? Well, we got a target up here. If it's gonna hold this algo, right? We're looking for it and to do it in a 3. It might be higher. How are we gonna get up there? If this is a series of 3s, it's gonna be a series of, it's gonna be an A, B, C. It's not optional. If that's gonna hold, well, then you might look at it and go, well, fuck, what if I get a 5? Do I throw the whole thing out? Not necessarily, but you won't have a diag anymore. Think about it, right? So what if I get a 5 here? What are you thinking now? Right, like, whoa, that's not supposed to be there. Well, I suppose one possibility is you could just thinking through all of the scenarios here, that could be the A of maybe we're going to have a monster 5, possibly, maybe. Seems less likely, right, given the structure here. What's an alternate? Could we have to reconsider, could one of these be interpreted as a diag? Could we do it this way? Possibly. Could this be 1, A, B, C, 2? Could we get this into an 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Maybe. Then A, B, C, deep, right? So could this be 1, 2, right? We know it's a golden. 1, 2. We're going for the 3. Actually, maybe I don't have that right. Let's see if I pull here. Yeah, that's right, right? So this could be 1, 2. So 1, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Right? There's a way to work it. Now, I know you can't see that mess. That's a lot of shit in there. Let me get some of that out of there. But that's how you deal with it. It's not like, oh my God, it can't possibly be a 5. Well, number one, right, the market is never obligated to do anything, right? We're trying to figure out what it's doing. That's all. Market's going to do what it's going to do. But there's a way to deal with it without blowing your account up. When in doubt, take the stop, right? Always, right? If you want to nibble there, well, so let's say you're like, oh shit, I want to get some of that. Well, wouldn't the first thing you'd want to see, right? Oh, well, how much room do you have before it's going to find some resistance, right? Some algo resistance. You got that much room. So if you're a buyer right here, that's all you got. Now, I'm not saying you won't get through it. I'm just saying, is that enough room for you? Are you anticipating this to go in a straight line? The market doesn't usually work like that. How am I doing on time? Holy shit, 6 minutes. So I think that's a okay one for the watch list. I got a good pivot. Where would you want to get into that? Remember, we're looking for an A, B, C, right? So you're looking for a 5. Oh, do I have a 5 started here? Well, right, that's what I would be looking for, right there. This one. Let's get you out of there. That's the one I'd take. Where's the stop? Right here. Because as you'll recall, where do we want to put our stop? Where our analysis is invalidated, right? If I think this is 1, 2, and we do that, well, I don't need to be one tick beyond that. So I can construct a trade here that's not, unreasonable in terms of risk reward here. I'm looking for that 5 all the way up here. My stop is right here. 7 to 1. Is that not good enough? If it's not, you got to rethink what your expectations are. 7 to 1, yeah, you want to take that trade. Well, if you find a 7 to 1 setup, don't feel, oh shit, that's not enough. Yeah, 7 to 1's a great looking trade, right? The emphasis being, do the math now. How much am I risking? Am I trading with leverage or not? Don't feel like you have to always use leverage. All right, let me keep moving. Oh shit, what's happening? Oh, Fed. Oh shit, I'm looking over to my left going, holy shit, what'd the market do? Oh, hang on. Oh, that looks like that's just the initial reaction. So he must have, so that's just a Fed fart, right? That likely is higher. All right, that's just the initial reaction to get all the weak longs out. But that could be something else. I don't know what he said. We'll find out. Okay, let me keep moving here because I know you guys are shitty. I know you've got the television on in the background, so you can see what he's saying. Christos Giannopoulos, love that name. I see someone else who did ADA, so he's giving me a second one here. So he's giving, shit, Christos, he gave me Cardano and Link, which we just did. Shit. Link also posted. Sorry, buddy. All right, man. If you can circle back, Christos, and give me another one that you're interested in, I'll hit it at the end, but we just did those two. So, Mojaka, looking at bonds. Well, they're going to be all over the fucking place right now. But let's just do it here. Did you want 30-year ZB1? Oops. You know, the bonds on a Fed day is not a day I would encourage you to trade. Bonds, one, they're insanely expensive. They are very technical, but if you're wrong, well, it's very, very expensive. Looks like we got maybe a series coming down here. That's too far. So this is just the pre. What are they doing? What are they doing? Are they hiking? Are they? Looks like we've got a couple here. This could be. If that's not there, it's back one. Right, that's wick only. But this is what the algo will do. If the first one breaks, it'll take the second one. Just reminder here. If this one breaks, right, it'll just take this one. Because it doesn't care. It'll just take this. It'll just see this as one swing, and this is the retrace. Right? This doesn't matter. Right? If it took it here, it stopped out. So it'll take this one. And it looks like you got a series here. Boom. They go again. That's a little skinny there. Maybe. Maybe not, right? It's not quite as obvious there as it often is. You can get to target, all right? So we're coming back the other direction. So this is why I would tell you this is as you're approaching any sort of a Fed anything, bonds are a dangerous place to be unless you're very, very experienced trading bonds. I used to trade them a lot more when I was a broker because I had clients trading them. Now I trade them rarely. Looks like you got one here. Which you need to do this, right? Where's Al, right? You have to figure out where he is. Looks like that's a ways to go. So would you be thinking 1, 2? Well, this seems reasonable, right? 5s and 3s. What can I see? I can see a 5, and I can see a 3. Oh. Oh shit! I don't know that it matters, right? You might be able to do that as a WX. I don't know that it matters, right? So at the end of the day, it's a 3. That's not a great looking finish, right? Because that would have to be the 4. So maybe WXY. Again, I'm not sure it matters. I've got a 5. I've got a 3. I got a 5. Also very skinny. Yeah. Looks like it. A. You might have to do it here. A, B, C. If we're going to go up here. Shit, there's my 15 minutes. That's for the last one. Oh, I don't know that there's a trade there. You see what you're having to deal with. You have to kind of let this settle down, because this is just algos. This is just they literally have algos on whether he licks his lips while he's speaking. You know, did he go from left foot to right foot to left foot, or did he go right foot, left foot, left foot? You think I'm kidding? Do we have something here? Well, the fair value gap here has already been filled back in, right? So we get the rebalance here. Is that enough to trade off of? I think you have to wait on this. And bonds, you careful of trying to trade in that very short term. These are the smartest guys on the planet, right, in here, trying to, and this is massive size, very expensive. If you're trading in here, I encourage you to stay with the options and be incredibly disciplined about your stop, because these are very, very expensive to trade. Very expensive, right? Expensive option. Everything's expensive in here. You got enough there? Well, what your thought would be, okay, well, this is 1, 2, and we're going to go 1. Is that a 2? I wouldn't take that as a 2. Unless I got this, right? I'd want something deeper. Then I would go. What you know, let's go out to the daily, right? Where are we? Let's get all right, 1, 2. It's a little skinny. It could be wicks. Nope, looks like you got to close. You did. You got multiple closes through. So all the more a little bit suspect, right? I think you missed it twice. You got wicks through here. Did we get the second one? No, again, although that looks like that's wicks. Nope, close, right? So you're a little... They like the 707 in the bonds and the 127 for some reason. It's kind of like the euro, right? There's certain... You have to get a feel for certain markets, and bonds have their own kind of math that they respond to. I'd be careful in here. So I'm gonna be brief on that one, Mojaka. If I were looking to trade this here, I might do some. I don't want to see what the what the option Greeks look like. What can we say here? Let's pull out here. What can we say with certainty? Right, we've been in a long downtrend. So lower low, lower high, lower low, lower. You know how that goes. Do I have a higher high? Well, I have not quite, right. I'm out on the daily. We got to get out. We got to break that before we have a true break of structure, right? This is lower low, lower high, lower low. Internal. We're just we're in the swing zone here. So it can't be definitive. Fuck me. I got to swing. I got to retrace. But here I don't get a new low, so I'm retracing here. So I'm in between. Which is often, right, where you are. You're a little bit of a wag here. Oh, they're gonna lower rates, right? We're gonna get 2 or 3, and you know that's all this is you know, what are they doing with the rate structure? So I think that's a hurry up and wait, but I'm not a big bond trader myself. Okay, let me go back to Grant F's giving us another one. Oh, another one he's posting. How am I doing on time? Okay, I'm okay on time. Yay. All right, what do I got here? Oh, God. Short the fuck. Well, sorry. I shouldn't say that. Okay. DJT. All right, let's just be objective about it. Okay. Well, it's very similar to the last thing he set up, although this time we've got a butterfly coming into that golden... You literally couldn't pay me to trade this, but doesn't mean there's not a valid trade here. Let's go to a 60 here. I'm going to pull out a little bit. So is this any more manipulated than any other asset? Well, they're all manipulated. this would probably have the highest degree of manipulation of, not likely much more manipulated. But do we care, right? What we care about is making money. Well, if that's the case, then swing low to swing high. I'm at a 50, right? So very tight risk controls here, right? Which it's a hallmark of his trading style, right? It's very nice upside, very limited risk. He's not even giving it to the golden zone. He's saying, okay, we've tapped that median line. We're at a 50. I've completed a 5. I've completed a 3. Okay, I've got a little. What did we have here? Butterfly in here. We got a little butterfly in here, and we got a little reaction. Now I've got an inside bar. Let's go to a 4. Okay, little kick here. Where's this going to have to go before we start to say, okay, the trend is starting? Because as I showed you last time, we could do this and then do this and then do this, and at some point we have to sweep one of these highs so we can lock in that the low is in. Until then, you're wagging. Butterfly. I mean, you could take that right now. What? There's 22. Let's bring it down. 22 to 1. Oh, there's a lot of things I could say here that I'm going to avoid saying. There you go. Very low risk. Take it right now. Right now. Very clear exit. I'm going to stop talking. Okay, BDR. Oh, that's a new handle. Oh, I'll be very grateful if you might kindly look at API3. Well, of course, BDR. That's what I'm here for. All right. Well, such a polite way to ask. God, I like this guy already. BDR. Okay, so let's look at API3. I3. What are we doing here? And he wants to look at this on Binance. Okay, well, anytime I bring up something for the first time, I always go to the daily. Okay, well, let's get a big picture. It feels like we've looked at this before. I'm going to do this just because of my... That's just what I'm used to looking at. Okay. All right. Do I need to be in log scale? Pretty nice. I want to do it like this. Oh, it kind of, even though we've got a little wick action there, breaking through. Wedge. Looks like that's the last swing. It's my last low here. Let's just take a peek here. Looks like that's it right there. All right, so why not, right? We're looking for 5s and 3s. Looks like we might have a diag here. Looks like that 4 is going to work. Okay, so oh, I should check this. One of my guys is going to give me shit if I don't. Yeah, we're good there. Okay, so 4 is longer than 2, 3, 5 longer than 3. Right, so we've got a nice leading diag. So we get this wedge diag, retrace ABC 1, 2, 3. Oh god, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's kind of a crack. That's wacky. Let's go to an 8 hour. Did I get an 8? Yikes. All right. Well, I see some imperfect Elliott there, but let's look at where we came from the high. Oops. Okay, is that the right choice to be in from 82 cents, 4 times the range? Yep, we're there. you know, it's a mixed bag. So I say, you know, oh well, it broke in that, so you put it in log and now it's fine, right? That's not quite what I'm doing. I have no agenda here, guys. I'm looking at this going, well, if it was me, what would I do? How would I approach that? Well, do I need to be in log scale? Is it 4 times the range? Yes. Okay. Well, at least I have to look at it in log scale. I feel you, man. Like, oh, well, that should be. I don't have an agenda here to talk you into some trade. Right? I'm just looking at this going, okay, well, but I got to at least consider it in log scale. Is that a good enough 2? Well, it's pretty abrupt. It's an awfully clunky start. But if I'm going to start it there, I'm doing I'm doing a series of 3s. All right, there's my overlap. Let's see for a thing. Right? Do I need to do this? Right. So again, you're just looking at it, going, what? Oh, if not this, then what? What's wrong with it? A B C. Is that A, B? Shit, I might have to do it here, but I can't do that, right? If I do it here, I don't get the overlap. So I have to do the 3 here. If it's a series of 3s, right? So it locks my 4 in here. I can't put it up there. I can't do that because I don't have an impulse. Well, let's hang on. Slow down. Let's see. Do I have an impulse? I don't want to do that because this. Fuck. God, maybe I'm stuck with that. Could I be stuck with that? Fuck, I could be. Oh, that's just horrible. Okay, all right. So there's just possibilities here. Is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B. Fuck. I do not want to do that. I might have to. That's about as close as it can get. If I get that right on there. Technically, yeah, it flies. So I want to do that. Does it matter? Well, it would. Yeah, it would matter, right? Because if we're holding here, then I can reconsider this as an impulse. Do I have an impulse there? You know, the wicks are really kind of fucking that up. That was a tricky one. You'd have to do this here. It's alts. All right. So 1, 2. I think you're stuck with that. The alts, right? They will get kind of wacky, right? But we can usually find our way through it, unless they're just too illiquid. Do I have an impulse here? Well, if I do, right, then I'm working backwards, right? So that's often as the Elliottician does, right? You're working backwards. Okay, if this is a 5, where's my 4? Where's my 3? Where's my 1, 2? This is truly a wag, right? It's just a wild ass guess. 1, 2, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I even do that? I don't think I can unless I've got a triangle there. Oh, fuck, this is just ugly. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. You'd have to do that there for the 4, for the internal 4. Not great, but okay, let's see if we can make sense of it. Right, again, so it's tempting to look at this. It's very tempting to look at this and just go, oh, fuck, man, who cares what that is? Well, it can matter, right? So you don't want to just blow it off, right? Now, I'm not going to spend 2 hours on it, but I would, if I were going to trade this, I might dig a little deeper on that and just do a little bit more. Could it be this? Could it be that? As it sits right here, let's go with it. Let's look at the, let me look here. Again, what do they usually do? If I'm going to have to turn this into an impulse here, can I do it? Not with this is 1, 2, 3. Can't do that. But I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Right now I'm in an impulse. Now I got a 5. Right. So now I've kind of worked my way into just a butt ugly impulse, but perhaps, right, we can fly with that. So that becomes a candidate, right? Just a candidate. Let's see. Got to put him somewhere. Just come on, fuck, come here. All right, let's go. How about green? 1, 2. WXY. Is that ABC? Shit, I'm at 4. Let's go to a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have a 5. Excuse me. I have a 5 I can work with there. Right, we begin and we end in 5s, right? So there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So if I work backwards, right, that could be an ABC. Oh shit! I can't squish it. Okay, so let's try one more. This is a tough one here. You asked so nicely, I got to do it. Okay, 1, 2. That's, wick fucker right there. Looks like 3s. Another 3. I'd leave it there. That's a 3. That's a 3. You got nothing but 3s there, which is not making it the analysis particularly friendly. Well, 1, A, B, C, maybe 2. Fuck, that's not any better. This is just a box, right? I got a box to chop here. 3, 3, 3. Maybe you got a 5 in there. Can't say I love that. This would be unknown. Maybe you can get one. You might be able to do that right there. I'll bring this off here. Looks like I can, right? So it looks like I can get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, come here. Looks like I might be able to sneak away with that. Okay, 3, 3, ABC into the 4 doesn't overlap the 1. So out of the confusion, okay. Oh, all of a sudden there's my 5. All right, it shows up. This. Right, it's elusive, right? What is it? Hard to know, but that I don't have to wonder about. Okay, I got a little 5 coming out of here. I've been in this little chop box. Oh. Starting to go a little bit. Okay, well, am I technical here? It's not an algo driving it. Well, I shouldn't say that, right? There could be another algo in there, but it's not our friend Al. But the 786 for a 2 doesn't invalidate it from an Elliott perspective. Where am I here? Is this 2? And that's 3? Well, let's play with that, right? 1, oh fuck, come here. 1, 2, 3, A triangle BC. Maybe. All right, this is the sausage making, as they say. All right, as we describe here when I do this on live, right? Nothing here is, most of these I haven't even seen them before. All right, so, okay. Ooh, that's a bummer. All right, so now you'd have to look at it and say, okay, did I complete, right? Because it's already overlapped, right? So do you see how that forces your hand here? Now, some people might look at that and go, well, fuck that. Why do I fucking care if it's overlapped? I get your sentiment there. It's you're either going to apply this methodology or you're not, right? As soon as you say, oh, fuck it, now you're doing something else. Truly, right? You're on your own now. You can't kind of do some Elliott. You're either doing it or you're not. Right? You either stick to the rules or you're doing something else. You're doing your own TA. Now, this has got, 90 years of precedent? You're going to make it up on the fly because that annoys you? Really? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, that's fucking annoying. But it'll steer, more often than not, it'll steer you the right direction by forcing your hand there. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, if I'm applying Elliott, that means that's got to be that's a completed 5. And this likely, or if there's no certainty. God damn it. Sorry. Okay, so I shouldn't say that's my wife calling me. She knows that's not a good time to call me. Okay, so come here, fuck. See, she got me all whacked out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go up here. Blue. Oh, fuck. 1, 2. Let's go to a 2-hour here. I push it up a little bit. Okay, 1, 2. I don't love this, but I got forced into it. Just trying to change that color. Okay, well, I got a good reaction there. Do I want to trade it? Well, it's maybe not. I mean, maybe. Or you got, okay, I'm a little bit late, but that's your target. Where's your stop? On the assumption that we have a 2 because we just tagged a 50 to the tick. Too late? Maybe not. You still, that's 10 to 1. Are you too late? Well, now it might affect, right? So you do the math on what you're risking there. How much you're going to risk, right? That might affect the size you put on here. 1. I mean, that's actually making a pretty good little start here. 1, 2. It looks like that could be technical. God, I never get the first one. Another 50. Trade that now? Why not? Oh, here's what I'm looking for. Where's the stop? Target. 16 to 1. Why not? Why would you not take that? Well, the 2's to the tick. Well, this was kind of sloppy. Were you looking for perfect? Well, it's going to be a long wait. Perfect does happen, but it can't be what you're, well, I'd encourage you to rethink making that the criteria. It has to be perfect or I don't take the trade. What has to be perfect, or as perfect as it can be, is the discipline about when you exit the trade. Because as soon as you start doing that, right, now you're fucked. Right? Just reaching for your mouse is the first mistake. Set the trade, put the stop on, do not touch it. Right? Take the stop there if it hits, because you can reevaluate down here. Oh, maybe it's going golden zone. Right? It's the little losers. Right? As soon as you do this, now you are just a big loser. Right? The market's going to teach it to you. You can listen to me. You can let the market teach you. It's much, much more expensive. Let the market do it. Low risk. So you look here and you go, well, what's the worst case that could happen here? I don't know if we do it right here. What's the worst case? You're going to take that stop. That's the worst case. What? That's too much for you? I'm not sure you're in the right business. Trade it tiny. Trade it just tiny, just a little bit, just to get used to it. You have to get used to taking a little risk and being uncomfortable. Right? You're almost always uncomfortable. The more uncomfortable you are, the higher the probability the trade's a good one. It's when you're like, oh, well, we cleared the high, so we should be good to go now. That's what happens, right? That's every one of these breaks, right? That's what retail's doing. Oh, should be clear now. Good. It's over and over and over again. Oh, should be good now. Boom. Should be good now. It's not how the market works, right? Again, it's you against the machines. It's not you against other traders. You can't think that way. Yes, there are other traders in there, but it's you against the machines. What are the machines going to do? Where are they going to grab liquidity? Right? That's what's got to be going through your head. So if they're going to come get liquidity there, because there's liquidity there, we don't even have to question that. We know there's stops there. Well, if they want to roll that over again, if they don't have enough, why would they do it? They didn't get everything filled, right? They need a little bit more. Well, where can they get some more, right? If they want to buy it, they got to have someone to take it from. Where are the stops? The sell stops right there. If they're doing that, that's why they're doing it. Oh, wait. Oh, see, I didn't get a full tank here. For the mileage I've got to go, I'm going to need to top it off. Where can I top it off? Right there. That's how it works. Accept it. or fight it and learn eventually, right? You can either learn the easy way or the hard way, right? I promise you, I'm trying to help you learn. I learned the hard way, trying to teach you the easy way. Never give back. Oh, are you giving me some FX? Oh, yeah, and we get so little FX. I'm always shocked by that. How little FX we get here. Because you can trade small, right? It's, you know, we look at some $300 stock. You're like, oh, fuck, I don't want 2-3 shares. Or I don't want to go to the options, right? You can always do small size with FX. I'm always so surprised we don't get more of that. But I guess, right, those people are thinking crypto. It doesn't matter. It's just you have a report schedule here. That's the thing with crypto or with FX. It's always another fucking report coming. Okay, so let's go with what are we doing here? Never give back. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Why not, right? Perfect 5. 3. Good. He's right on the money, right? He doesn't have anything else other than the 1-2 channel, right? We're trying to get to the one of the third. Let's go here, right? So let's oh shit, what'd you give me? You gave me a daily. Okay, that would explain it. Okay, so let's get out to a daily. We don't need to be in log scale. Okay, well, we're a little rangy here on the... Oh, you can... of all the places where you're going to find this algo. It's almost perverse what you see in FX, right? It's so dominant. It's ridiculous, right? How this algo dominates. Now, interestingly, here we come all the way back to the 50. Let's see if you're doing that right there. Nope, not to target yet. Okay, so how are we doing on the lows? Broken, right? Who's got the advantage right now? That's all you can say. On the daily, who has the advantage, right? Bears. Even though you got this bump here, what's the current range of pricing? What's the range? It's from, let's get you out of here. All right, we have this low to this high. That's the range. That's the structure we're in because we haven't swept this. So you can say, oh, on the internal structure, I got higher high, I got a little uptrend here, but I got and then I got a downtrend. Is that an uptrend? Is it? It's a big push off the low, but is that an uptrend? Well, right, trends are happening on different time frames here. On the daily, you're just in a box here. You got lower lows, higher highs. What's your edge? You don't have one, at least on the daily. Now we go here, right? Now we get a tighter range. Hear that? And, oh, we got that. I got a new range. Any advantage? Well, we could do this. We could say, okay, where's the premium? Where's the discount? We're in the premium. Am I at an algo where I can trade this? We know this algo is going to dominate in here. Nope. What did you give me? We're in the 1, 2, 3 and on the daily. 1, 2, 3. Oh, fuck, on the daily. One, two. I take you back here, right? Are you sure? Are we sure that's 1, 2, 1, 2? I think that's what he's calling it. He is. 1, 2. 1, 2. Is that? Can you do that objectively? I'm not so sure you can. That's what he thinks, right? We can't say, oh, well, clearly, can we? I got a good 5 here, right? So then you start to pick it apart. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That's good. I think that's what he's got in there. I got a 5. I got a 3. All right, what can we do with this? 1, 2, looks like it gets away with it. 3, 4, 5. So I got a 5. So I got a 5, I got a 3. I'm in the premium. Let's go to a 4 here, right? So very, very much this, well, okay, certain things in FX, right? You just have to be prepared for this. This is so pervasive in FX, it's almost obscene what they get away with here. Right, you're gonna, all of the, it looks like a true double actually. If I can get up on that, maybe they missed it. They did, God, that's rare. One, 2, 3. Looks like you got another 5 in here. So starting to put something together here. I'm not sure there. Let's bring you down here. We get here. Looks like 3, 4. It looks like that wanted to finish there, but now I'm already getting to a new high. So that's kind of a floater. I might leave it here, right? But this, well, this already would have to be an AB, right? So we're already into an expanded B. Maybe, right? So that would leave me a little bit cautious here. So are they going to come get it? Yeah, they just got it. That's what's happening there, right? These guys who thought, oh God, look, oh man, we just missed it. Oh, they didn't get us. Looks like they would have had this here. Boom. Well, this is tight. You can probably do it this way. Pretty tight. That would be a little bit of a hurry up and wait for me because I'd want to see, right? Are we going to launch here? Maybe I'm going to do it here, right? So A, B, C. Right? That may be what you end up with. Although this looks like the 4, right? So the 4 is where do we lose the trend progression? This is a fake out, retrace. A, B, C, it would have to be that, right? If, you know, I'm on a 4 hour here. It would have to be A, B, expand the B down for the C. That's what it would have to be, right? So, well, have to, maybe the wrong word here. It was what it looks like as we chop and then we pump. Why is it pumping, right? Because the dollar's dropping. Why is the dollar dropping? Because of what the Fed said. What did the market do now? It's all over the fucking place. Looks like it's right back to where it was when he started talking. Okay, we're going up for the 5. Well, do you want to chase it now? Probably not. If that's going for the 5, what is it we're waiting for? All right, let this complete. You're too late, right? Well, I shouldn't say that, right? If it's me, I'm not chasing that. Certainly not after this has just been cleared. Because you know there were stops there, right? Now the next target is here. Okay, that's a little, well, let's see if it closes above. That would be a change of character, true break of structure up here. So let that 5 complete, right? If it's going to complete, okay, great. We don't have to wonder what's coming next. Right? That's what we'd be after. Oh, maybe I try that a little deeper. For complete the 5, give me the 3. I'll wait for it. You got to be very patient in FX, right? You have to be patient. I'll wait for discount. Where do we want to buy? Discount. Where are we now? Premium. Where do we not want to buy? In the premium. Just that alone will save you tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands over your career as a trader. A lot of money. But that it's so simple to say it, right? So it's so simple to draw it, but to do it, it's a different skill set. Okay, never give back. Thanks for that. Oh man, is that 2 API3s? I think it is, right? So I had API3. So two. That's interesting. So Parliament also asking for API3. No chart drawn. OKX pair used to. There goes the market going up. So whatever he said, now the market is going where it always intended to go. How am I doing on time? Oh shit, 1:30. Oh, I'm long. Okay, all right. So I think I got Parliament. So NZD. We got that. So I got one more here, and then I'm going to quit. Parliament, since I got. What, oh, is that a Messi? Is that Lionel Messi? Is your avatar? Looks like it. Okay, GME. Let's get that. That's kind of big news this week. If that's what you're trading. Now, are you expecting to see good Elliott here? No. Is this... Never get back. Are you trying to trade that? Seriously? Short squeeze, not discarded yet. This year, I'd rather go to Vegas, personally. Right? This is you're I wouldn't touch this myself. Right? Not. Is there an Elliott count there? What did you give me there? Or never get back. You gave me a daily 1, 2, 3. Oh, Jesus. Where's your 2? You're doing a 1, 2 here. I got nothing. I wouldn't touch that with. I wouldn't touch it. Sorry. It's just not anything I would ever do. So I can't even count. What's the... He's trying to do 1... Oh, fuck me. Come here. He's trying to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe if you want to take a flyer at that, right? I wouldn't put a lot of capital into that. Who knows, right? That's truly a wag. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap there. All right, with that, I will thank you guys for all of you that came, even though I'm kind of getting the thing you do on the chart. What? Uh-oh. Can't tell if this is a compliment or an insult. Even though I'm getting the things you do in your chart, your confidence cannot be matched. After all, nothing beats experience and underwater, and I'm underwater in a trade. How else could it be? Moved my stop. Oh, yep. Yeah, that's a hard lesson, right? You learn that. All right, my conviction in what I'm doing only comes because there's literally no mistake I have not made. I have lost so much money doing stupid shit, right? I just don't do it anymore, right? You reach a point where you go, okay, well, I'm not doing that anymore. And then it just becomes, right? Then the analysis, it's kind of freeing, right? Once you get those kind of hard rules that guide you and they come from hard experience, it's freeing, right? Then you come to the analysis, and that's, as you've heard me say many times, the TA should be the fun part. Well, assuming you have the mind, right, that is drawn to the puzzle, right? Because this is the puzzle, right? Can I solve it? That's kind of what you're doing, right? Now, as soon as you put money on the line, that's a different skill set. Now, discipline reigns supreme, right? And it's nobody's looking over your shoulder. You can do whatever the fuck you want, right? That's exciting and terrifying at the same time, right? Because you can move the stop, move it. Oh fuck, I didn't want to get stopped out. Oh, it's the first move that's the mistake, right? If you just take the stop, you're gonna live. If you move the stop, you may not. Metaphorically speaking, right? You're just going to lose more money, and as you've heard me say many, many times, if you get away with it, it's even worse, because now you'll do it again and again and again and again, because you're going to remember, God, I remember that 20 trades ago, I got away with that, so shit, I know it can work, assuming you're still in the market, right? And you still have enough capital to trade. If you've done it 5, 10, 20 times, most likely you won't. You've had to reload your account. You had to save up to build a trading capital again. Don't do this shit. Fuck, look at CryptoKitty. I know he's made a lot of money. Is that who you want to take your trading advice from? What do you think the average age range of the people following him, right? Again, I'm not saying he hasn't made people a shitload of money. I just think long and hard. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it there. You guys have a good one. I will catch you next time. Where's OBS here? I appreciate you.